What?
What country you from?
What?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
What?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yes.
Then you know what I'm saying.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? First, I want to give a big old shout out to everybody who's in hashtag come back to boxing. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think we're making great strides in the fan base, in the community. So big shout out to everybody in hashtag come back to boxing. Big shout out to everybody who is considered to be part of the Hall of Justice. In times where there is injustice, our voices will be heard. Now, that being said, it's funny because Jay Cotto, big shout out to him, he considers himself to be Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. And, I guess I would be considered Robin. And in the case of Robin, anybody who doesn't know, the second Robin actually dies and comes back. He dies and he comes back, and when he comes back with a vengeance, and he's known as the Red Hood. There's more to the story. Anybody who's a comic book buff will know. If you don't, look it up. It's actually pretty interesting. I actually didn't know this. I just recently found out about this, like maybe mid last year. I'm not a big comic book buff, but I've always liked Batman, and it's very interesting to hear the story about Robin. But anyways, Robin's not really considered part of the Hall of Justice, but he's not really considered a good guy or a bad guy. The Red Hood is basically like a vigilante. There's times where he works with Batman. There's times where they kind of bump heads. They don't, there's a movie called Under the Red Hood. You get a better consensus if you watch that movie. It's an animated movie, so if you're not really into animated movies, you're not gonna like it. But if you're okay with that, and you're a comic book buff, I definitely recommend that you check it out. And also, big shout out to the Fox Talks. He's doing videos about comic book movies and things like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, check out his channel. I'm subscribed. I'm somewhat interested. I'm not like a hardcore comic book buff or none of that, but I definitely, have somewhat of an interest in it. But anyways, so the Red Hood, he kind of wants to be like Batman, except for one thing: he's willing to kill. So when I go off on these rants in these Hall of Justice videos, I'm pretty much like the Red Hood. I just don't give a fuck. I will, whatever it takes for justice to happen, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's when, I start talking all that shit, start saying all the disrespectful stuff. Keep in mind, that's all satire still. I'm not saying that, that's not satire or anything like that, but it's like that whole Red Hood mindset. So, I've kind of put together like my little Red Hood stuff, and it's kind of funny because if you take a look at the Red Hood, he kind of looks like my profile picture is the YTBC student. So it matches, same colors. He wears red, just like my profile picture. And you really can't see the face in the profile picture. Well, the Red Hood wears this red. You see in the beginning of this video, and you see at the end of this video. But I think it kind of gives a general consensus of where I'm going with the Red Hood videos. So the Hall of Justice, aka open cases, I will continue to do those. That's more under the Robin persona. And then, videos where I'm going on rants and just talking straight up shit, more for entertainment purposes than anything else, is more under the Red Hood persona. So I just think it's kind of a cool idea. You might think I'm a nerd. It's whatever. I'm a boxing nerd, that's for sure. But nonetheless, that's the way that I'm viewing this Hall of Justice thing. Don't forget, tonight is the hashtag Comeback to Boxing radio broadcast. As far as I know, I'm not going to be able to attend. I'm trying, one of these Wednesdays I'm going to have to get off so I can be on the hour and a half show. But for now, I just haven't been able to be on there. But I still will be listening. I may not listen live, but I will be listening after the fact. And, whatever shows I can attend, I will. But don't forget, it is tonight from 6 p.m. Eastern Time to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Jay Cotto, he'll have the link in the description of his video, and the phone number and all that good stuff. So that's all I gotta say. But as for all my subscribers, everybody who watches my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
You read the Bible, Brett?
Yes.
Well, there's this passage I got memorized. Sort of fits this occasion. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.